friends, potential friends, and people who have just stumbled across this video. This is my favorite time of day because I get to record you another Most Amazing Top 10. Yes! Now for you guys who might be new to this channel, Most Amazing Top 10 is where we take crazy lists of weird and wonderful top 10 things, package them up and deliver them to you in a video. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm Rebecca Felgate and today we are going to be covering top 10 most dangerous children's toys ever made. Whew. So guys, first up, before we get started on our top 10 today, I want to hear from you. What was your favourite toy when you were growing up and why? Let me know in the comments below. So today's top 10 is top 10 most dangerous children's toys ever made. Now a little fact for you guys, I actually used to work as a princess in the world's biggest toy store. So you can trust in me, I am a toy expert delivering you this news of essentially what is a top 10 list of what not to get kids for Christmas. So launching in at number 10 is the Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kids doll. How would you feel about buying your child a child-eating doll? Not good, right? Released in 1996, the Cabbage Patch Snack Time doll was a doll that simulated eating. Now this doll came with a range of things that you could stick in its mouth. It had fake fries, it had a fake banana. Hooray! A doll that looks like it's eating. What more could you possibly want? I guess your finger intact would be one of those things. Not just hungry for fake fries, these dolls were hungry for fingers. Kids, you know kids, right? They'll stick their little fingers into stuff. This doll didn't know what was a fake banana and what was an actual finger. Often this resulted in the dolls clamping down on the kids' fingers and they couldn't get them out. Other problems involved kids getting their hair stuck in the doll. One kid almost went bald when the Cabbage Patch Kid chewed up their hair. It had to be cut off. This is not ideal. What would be a useful invention with this doll, I hear you cry? Maybe an on-off button? But no such thing was invented. This meant that this doll just kept on chomping. After over 100 complaints, this doll was recalled and $40 refunds were issued. Flying in at number 9, I think that's a 9, I have personal experience with these she-devils. These are Sky Dancers and these are a nightmare. So the Sky Dancers were released in the mid-90s, the perfect time for me being a kid to play with them. What more could you want? Oh, a beautiful fairy that can be launched off like a moon or a dolphin or a butterfly. Sign me up. By pulling a cord, kids would unleash these hellish helicopters, sorry, Sky Dancers, and they would dance across the room, only I found they would often dance right into your face. Both my sister and I had one of these and we would actually use them as weapons to each other, like shots fired, Sky Dancer, go! The Sky Dancers were absolute chaos. If they didn't hit you in the face, they may smash your lighting fixtures or incite your family pets. The dogs did not like the Sky Dancers. After 6 years on the market and over 100 injuries, these were finally recalled in June 2000. Good riddance, Sky Dancer. Flaming in at number 8, it is the Austin Magic Pistol. This toy from the 1950s makes me laugh so much. It would be totally horrifying if this fireball launcher was released today, but heck, it was the 50s. Now this is the kind of toy that your parents or grandparents probably played with. The Austin Magic Pistol allowed kids to fire flame balls at one another that they definitely did not aim at one another's crotches. No. Balls were fired by mixing magic crystals and water in the back of the gun. I hasten to add that these magic crystals were, like, you know, pretty serious chemicals that could have killed the kids had they eaten them. Not to mention fireball being fired. Goodness me. Sliding in at number 7 is the Slip and Slide. Now I for one am totally shocked that this is even a thing that's on the market. Not because it's dangerous, which it kind of is, but you can totally make this at home. Or the kids don't make this at home, and if you do, make sure your parents are supervising you. Couple of bin bags, a garden hose, you're ready. So the Slip and Slide, first released in the 1960s, was most dangerous for adults and bigger kids. Now the Slip and Slide was made for smaller kids. It was a long sheet of plastic that had a hole to accommodate a garden hose. The kids would run, take a jump, and then they would slide to the end of that sheet. Perfect! Unfortunately, some overzealous sliders have injured themselves quite seriously when using this toy. Problems have occurred when thrill seekers attach the slide to a bottom of a regular slide, meaning the force in which they hit the plastic becomes greater and they skid with much further force, increasing the likelihood of injuries. Now the slide has reportedly been the cause of 7 adults and one 13-year-old suffering severe neck injuries and paralysis. not okay. In at number 6, the CSI Fingerprinting Examination Kit. I mean, it's all fun and games until you realise you're playing with asbestos. The 2007 CSI Fingerprint Examining Kit allowed kids to use a white powder and a special brush to look for fingerprints. Unfortunately, that white powder was found to contain as much as 7% tremolite. Now, this is one of the most deadliest forms of asbestos. These toys were made by the now bankrupt Planet Toys and licensed by television giant CBS. Tests conducted by the Asbestos Disease Awareness Organisation in 2007 showed that results were extremely shocking. 7% asbestos in that white powder. Although this was apparently not shocking enough for CBS to recall the product, it took them 20 months after the asbestos was found to do so. So for those of you thinking, oh, asbestos, what's the big deal? If you inhale asbestos, there is a very strong likelihood that you will get cancer. Hopefully all of the kids that use this kit are going to be okay. In at number 5, our halfway point, this is something that pretty much all kids have experienced at some point in their life. What toy is this? It is the trampoline. Sold in stores such as Toys R Us, trampolines are marketed at kids as like a fun, friendly family activity. However, they can be severely dangerous, they have led to broken limbs and sometimes even death. Figures from the UK suggest that up to 50% of accidents and emergency visits for under 14-year-olds are trampoline related. It is estimated in the US that there are around 35,000 trampoline injuries in kids under the age of 14 every year. So I actually have a personal experience of losing a friend after a trampoline accident, so you need to be safe. Trampolines with the nets are the safest, but this doesn't resolve the issue of kids bouncing into one another and smacking their heads on trampolines. I would say the best trampoline is a supervised trampoline. In at number 4, the Gilbert Home Chemistry Set. Now, would you wrap up some sulfuric acid, gunpowder, some ammonium chloride for your kids? I guess kids in the 1950s got to have all of the fun with this whimsical chemistry set. Chemicals for kids? No, obviously. Now, the Gilbert Chemistry Set contained some ridiculous corrosives and even some carcinogenics. With the kit, kids were able to make explosions, do various experiments. Rest assured, it wasn't safe. To be totally fair, there aren't very many reports of kids abusing this product, not very many were injured, maybe kids back in the 1960s were a lot safer. So as we reach the top 3 spots of our top 10 most dangerous children's toys ever made, I have to warn you that the top 3 are occupied by toys that have known to kill. So in at number 3 we have the Kite Tube. The Kite Tube was released in 2006 and was basically so dangerous that it had to be recalled. The Kite Tube is basically a dinghy that you attach to a boat. This can be sat in and works like a cross between a waterboard and a paraglide. As the boat goes faster, the kite goes up. Now unfortunately those in the kite aren't properly secured, and as the speedboat goes forward, the kite has the potential